Welcome to That's Camellia podcast. Hey, we're going to unpack some of those questions that you have. We're going to interview some guests and let's have a conversation. Come on, enjoy the show. Hello. Welcome back to That's Camellia podcast. I want to thank all of my listeners for the 91,000 downloads so far. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your support. Thank you. 91,000 downloads. That's amazing. And just as a highlight, in 2025, when I looked at the data of all of my episodes that got me to 91,000 downloads, there were 3 in particular that kind of stood out. And I wanted to just give props to those, 3 or 4 or 5 that stood out. And it's about menopause. Ladies, men, thank you so much. Because you are listening and giving me your support and your feedback. Menopause is not just a thing. Menopause is real and it affects all women. And my top episodes still remain to be All Things Perimenopause with Dr. Mariah Prince Allen and my interview with Deshauna Franklin, All Things Perimenopause. Also, some of my high-ranking downloads was my menopause thanks when I gave a shout out to everyone who I interviewed in regarding their menopause journey. And then also, there was another author, not an author, but an artist, a teacher. I think she's a teacher now. But I had an interview with Tori Richardson. Her episode was just skyrocketed. So people are identifying with the things that we are talking about on That's Camellia podcast. So I want you to stay tuned. That was 2025. We also, in 2025, let me back up. 2025, we also talked about the Lena, Lena.org collaboration I had with the director of the Lena.org when we talked about the talk pedometer and how conversational turns is a primary, architect of a child's brain development. Now that was a side project that I had that I really wanted to talk about because it speaks to my particular incident where I have 2 grandbabies and I want to make sure that they are developing, their brain is developing like it should. I have my little Marley, who's 3 years old, and my Marlo, who's 7 months as of today. So I'm talking about the things that not only impact my life, but impact my listeners. We also talked about your life follows your word, and I think I'm going to carry that on. I'm going to carry that on into 2026. We're going to unpack that a little bit more about your life follows your words. So we're going to talk about how we're talking to ourselves, and what we're actually doing. And last year also I talked about the bell pepper principle. Trusting the process when you don't even see the fruit. Oh, isn't that hard? I talked about the bell pepper project when I was gardening, and I had planted a seed for bell peppers. Woo! Stay tuned for a testimony about bell peppers and tomatoes. I also talked about Frogger. Talked about navigating life episodes and obstacles that happen in our life and how to get out of this autopilot that sometimes we put ourselves in and we don't even realize we put ourselves in this. So, looking forward. Stay with me. Stay with me. Keep listening. Keep giving me your feedback because what we're going to talk about, we're going to still talk about your life follows your word because it's important. It's important what we say to ourselves. So, going forward, let me end with these 3. Told you this was going to be a real quick one. We're going to have affirmations. So let me start with focus. We all need focus. In order to get things done, we have to focus. So Let's shift from who you were to who you are becoming. I think, Michelle Obama had a book that says Becoming. The title of it was Becoming. So 2026, let's shift from who you were to who you are becoming. So let's say this. I am no longer operating on autopilot. In January 2026, I am the intentional architect of my day. And my words create a path of clarity and purpose. Clarity and purpose. Okay? Let's say it again. First one, affirmation. I am no longer operating on autopilot. In January 2026, I am the intentional architect of my day, and my words create a path of clarity and purpose. Now, in line with my bell pepper project that in episode, if you haven't listened to it, go back and listen to it. It's the bell pepper example I give. So, in regards to focus with that one, let's call it like patience. Patience and trusting the process, even when results aren't visible yet. Patience and trusting the process, even when you can't see the results yet. So our affirmation and declaration would be, I trust the seeds I am planting today. Even when I cannot see the fruit, I speak life into my goals and remain consistent in my pivots, knowing my harvest is certain. Say it again with me. I trust the seeds I am planting today. Even when I cannot see the fruit, I speak life into my goals and remain consistent in my pivots, knowing my harvest is certain. Number three focus. Vitality. This is going to have a focus on reclaiming your energy and your physical mental presence. This is going to be diving out of our menopause talks and health and self-awareness. So the affirmation would be, I honor my body's transition and strength. I possess the mental clarity to make high-level decisions, and I fuel my second spring with movement, rest, and positive declaration. Let's say it again. I honor my body's transition and strength, because our bodies, as we get older, our bodies do move. They do change. So I possess the mental clarity to make high-level decisions, and I fuel my second spring with movement. You got to move. Rest. We need our rest. And positive declaration. It matters what we say to ourselves. Let's let what we say about ourselves in our head be positive and transform our lives. All right. Until next time, let's keep this on replay. Keep these affirmations on replay. Keep saying them to yourself. You know what you can do? Here's an idea. Here's an action. A call to action. What you can do is you can record yourself saying these affirmations that I just went over with you. Say them and play it back to yourself every morning. Every morning on your drive to work, if you drive to work. If you're remote, still record it and then play it back to yourself and say it to yourself. You know, pick one that resonates with you, whichever one that you want to deal with specifically. Be intentional about it. Say it out loud. Keep saying it out loud. It might feel kind of awkward, silly at first. Keep saying it. And you know what happens when you keep saying it? You start believing it. And when you start believing it, watch out, world. You are coming forth. The things that you are saying will happen. You will see them happen. All I ask is, once you see it happen, share your comment with me. Reach out to me and let me know it happened. Until next time. All right, that's all we have for today. Join me next time on That's Camellia podcast, where we're going to continue our conversations. Make it a great day.